Welcome to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to show you a quick little custom that I was able to throw together and, just show you how easy it is to sometimes do something like this. So, of course, as you can tell, we have a custom Lobo figure. And I think he looks pretty damn good. You can see we've got a pretty basic figure. We've got the blue jeans, the boots with the spikes and the metal knee pads. We've got the vest. We've got some barbed wire on the arm. And of course, we've got this wonderful Lobo head. Now, Lobo head was one that I bought this and had to do the paintwork myself. Got this off of eBay. I'll put a link in the description box down below where I got this head sculpt, but I liked it quite a bit and thought it looked great. But what we're dealing with here with this custom is basically a random figure from that X-Men Villains 5-pack that I had picked up, and I did a video on that previously just talking about how that's a great deal right now on Amazon because you can get that 5-pack for 50 bucks, which is $10 a figure. So basically we have a $10 figure here that I was able to turn into Lobo with just a little bit of work and buying a 3D printed head sculpt that I was able to pick up on eBay. And that's really it. Now, I'll go through what I did to this guy on here. First off, on the boots, because they were originally brown, I did dye them black and then went over them with a coating of black paint, and then did all the touch-ups with some silver paint. Did do a little bit of trimming on the knee pads just to make them look nice. On the pants themselves, they were just a dark blue, so I just went over them with a light blue dry brush just to kind of make them look a little bit more distressed. On the vest, it was originally brown, so obviously painted it black and did all the silver accents on the zippers and buttons and buckle and stuff. Now on this piece right here on the back of his collar, you've seen this vest many times in Marvel Legends. I think the first time I saw it was probably Thunderstrike. But the collar is turned up at the back, and I knew I didn't want that with Lobo having long hair and everything. I knew that was going to get in the way, so I actually trimmed the back side of this collar to where the plastic was thinner. Then I heated it up, folded it down, and glued it so that it would actually stay down at the back, and I think that made a big difference on this guy. Then he did come with the barbed wire around the bicep there. I just painted that up to make it look nicer. Instead of just a gray plastic, painted it up silver. Did redo all the skin tone on this. Random is somewhat similarly colored to Lobo, but he's just a little more white and not quite as gray and chalky as Lobo is supposed to be. Plus I wanted the color to match between the skin tone on the torso and what I was going to do with the head sculpt. Then, of course, for the head sculpt, again, this was just a 3D printed head sculpt that I bought. So I did all the paint work on that with the lips and the teeth and the eyes and the hair and everything. Pretty simple, just some of that skin tone, a little white, a little black, a little red for the eyes. And that was pretty much it. Did a little paint work on the belt. And sorry for the edit here, but I just wanted to mention, because I forgot to do it in the first go around on this video, the other thing that I did to this figure, obviously because this was a random figure, I did replace this arm here from this peg down with a Hyperion arm, because they do share the same arms and upper torso. So again, when I was painting that up, I was able to color match that as well. Not a lot going on here. It was a pretty simple custom that I think came out looking really good for a 6-inch scale or Marvel Legends scale Lobo. And I want to show you what he looks like with some other DC figures that I have. So we've got Mattel DC UC there. I think he looks great. I do want Lobo bigger than Batman and Superman. He should be. And of course, he is there with those two. So if that's something you collect, then, you're good to go with that. Also, if you have Mafex DC figures, he looks pretty damn good with those as well. Again, because this is a random figure, so he's a little bit bigger than your average Marvel Legend. And again, it's Lobo. I want him bigger than your average, character in that lineup. Looks good with Mafex stuff. And then I'll show you what he looks like with some custom figures that I have. Marvel Legends custom Batman and a Marvel Legends custom cloth goods Superman. This, of course, is the Bucky Cap body. This is the Hyperion body. And again, he looks fantastic with these two. So pretty much, you know, I mean, whatever kind of 6-inch scale DC stuff you collect, whether it's Mattel, whether it's custom stuff, whether it's Mafex, import stuff, even DC Direct, whatever it is, this random figure, I think, makes for a really good base body for Lobo to just kind of add something cool to your collection. And because I've been wanting a really good 6-inch scale Lobo, and I know we had that Mattel Multiverse Build-A-Figure, which is a great figure, I like it, but you know, getting a hold of that guy's kind of pricey. I mean, I think if you buy him complete, he's 60, 70 bucks, something like that. This cost me a $10 figure, and I think I paid $8 for that head sculpt. Everything else I was able to do myself with just a little bit of black, white, red, and silver paint. And we have a really sweet looking Lobo custom. So that is it, guys. Would love to hear what you think in the comment section down below. Let me know. I appreciate you guys watching, and always remember to enjoy your collection.